the live chat up. Okay, cool. We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this makeshift part 2 of the Hallway Wrestling podcast because I did not want to talk for any longer about Raw and SmackDown. Joining me now, as I have said for 2 days, and I'm very excited to say, are my favorite independent wrestling tag team, my favorite tag team in the world, Matt Fitchett, Davey Vega, the besties in the world. How are you, lads?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good.
I'm all right. I'm just tired after staying up to watch Fight for the Fallen last night. And
I can imagine.
I regretted doing that at the work today as well. So it's I had one of your friends. I'm assuming he's one of your friends, Dan Barry, on last week.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I had him on last week, and it's kind of fitting because you and him you guys and him have quite paralleled stories in OTT, as you guys were announced for the National Basketball Arena in February, and I say it's safe to say you guys probably didn't know what kind of reaction you guys were going to get, like Dan when he appeared, and all of a sudden you guys became one of the most favorite and most wanted tag teams in OTT and wanted back over and over again. So how did that feel when you just walked through the curtain and you just had everyone doing the Savage Garden, which we can't play because I'm going to get copyrighted.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy. Like going into it, we found out that we were going a couple weeks before that, and we were super excited because we've never been to Ireland and we've always wanted to go, and we wanted to do OTT last summer and it just never worked out. So like when we got booked and we were like, man, I wonder what it's going to be like, because we heard such great things about the crowds at OTT, and we were like, well, maybe somebody will know us, like maybe like handful, and maybe just like, you know, maybe when we get into the ring and we start doing our dance moves and stuff, maybe people will come along and, you know, maybe we'll become fan favorites. But as like right out the gate, as soon as we came out, like everybody was with it, and it was pretty sick. Like we were pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, once you guys,
it was cool.
Yeah, once you guys start feeling each other's crotch, I mean, everyone. That was a brilliant opening sequence. I'm pretty sure that was straight off the cuff, straight off the top of your head.
Yeah, you're not gonna outdo us, Osprey.
Someone else in the chat said Top Guys doing Top Guy podcasts. I saw your T-shirts yesterday. That was pretty. Are they on sale? Are they? I'll link that.
The Revival shirts.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they tried to steal our name recently, so we stole their shirt design.
Right. They call themselves the best friends in the world.
Yeah.
They use it verbatim.
They put besties in the world on Twitter, and we were like, all right, well, we're stealing your T-shirt design. So
you guys should just start rubbing Uzi hot into each other's crotches then.
Give us a reason to touch each other's crotches.
Yeah, because anyway, like then we go forward to like Scrapper Mania, and at the end of the show, I was I don't know if you remember, but I was like one of the last people to leave, and I left, and all of a sudden I saw you guys. You guys were messing with a few of the fans on Aussie Open. You guys were taking like group photos, probably with some friends, and I went outside and security guards kind of closing up, and then I noticed you guys, and I was like, oh, I need to get a picture. So
and he let you back in.
Yeah, I walked up to security guard, generic security guard number 4, and I'm like, can I go back in and get a photo with the lads? And he's like, no. And I'm like, no, please, I need to get this photo because they're not going to be here for another few months. And he's like, all right, fine. And you guys had all the time in the world, so that was very good as well. So thanks very much for that. And I'll be
no
problem.
So you guys are similar to David Starr, where you guys are traveling all over the world. You guys are in England in Fight Club Pro. You are obviously in OTT, and you are holding your home ground down in AEW, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are
you and St. Louis Anarchy are our home promotions.
Yeah, I was watching a few of the YouTube clips earlier, and it's you puts on some serious matches down there. But I just want to talk a bit more about OTT. Where if you guys had I asked Dan this last week, if you guys had all the booking power in the world, what kind of match would you put yourselves in? What's your dream match for the OTT in the future?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because you had a bit of a dream match a few weeks back when you fought British Strong Style for the tag titles. That burned the house down. That's my underrated match of the year so far.
Yeah, we had a blast with that match. Like we were really looking forward to it. Obviously, we were looking forward to winning the OTT tag straps, but it didn't really work out in our favor. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably say maybe a title rematch for sure. We'd like to try to win the OTT tag titles again, and we I think we'd like to get we definitely like to wrestle Aussie Open at some point.
Yeah, straight up tag
It's
match.
a straight tag 2-on-2.
I've seen you guys on the High Spots Network. You guys definitely have a built-in feud ready to go
Yeah.
with and on your YouTube channel, Dirty Rook Network, where people just seem to be dumping you in garbage trucks everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Dave, I was
it's a bad night for me.
I was watching that WrestleMania vlog just before we came on, and it's just like I think it was Kyle picked you up and just chucked you into the bin.
Well, that was the thing. I was blaming everybody else but Kyle, and I had no idea who it was. I just got picked up by multiple people and thrown into a trash can. So
yeah, well, he's a heavyweight now, so you got to watch.
Oh
out.
yeah.
But anyway, I want to talk about one of the things I wanted to talk about the most was, I mean, Twitter seems to be the only fan in the world of MJF, because a few months back you took a pop at MJF, and let's just say Twitter weren't exactly too happy with you. Do you want to explain what happened and how that came about, how you getting banned off Twitter came about?
Yeah, so MJF decided to call him and Cody the besties in the world, or he was like, "This is my bestie in the world," and we don't take too kindly to people stealing our name or trying to use it for their benefit.
Nope.
And I wrote back to him. I go, "I will kill you."
Yeah, he got Vega real fired up.
Yeah, I all I said was, "I will kill you." I mean, it was in jest, really, but I don't know. A couple hours later, next thing I know, I can't sign into my Twitter account, and I've been banned essentially. And I tried to get it back multiple times, probably 4 or 5 times, and I was like, "Listen, it's not what you think. Like, I'm not actually going to kill this guy. Like, come on."
Well, maybe.
But yeah, maybe. But yeah. So they won't give me my account back. So I had to do another one. They haven't found me, so that's good news. But yeah, Davey Vega 85 unfortunately will no longer is in the.
Looks like Chris Brooks is in the same boat as
Yeah,
Vega now.
I think Chris Brooks just got banned today.
Oh, but Chris Brooks, I follow Chris Brooks on Twitter, and I haven't watched many of his matches, and all I see him in is the last few things I've seen him in was the 7 out of 13. No, sorry, that was the Best Friends. Never mind. I've seen him being dragged down a slide in the figure 4.
Yeah.
I seen him in a pile of lying in a pile of shit today. I think it was. I don't know what promotions is he in Japan? Like,
yeah, DDT. He's doing crazy wild stuff at DDT. So
yeah, because Jack the Jobber was their Iron Man heavyweight champion or something. I remember. I think pretty sure like anyone can win belts there.
He just got banned today for saying that he was going to kill somebody. So,
Jesus.
I feel your pain, brother.
Yeah. So, former tag names. Talk about those. Cobra Kai.
Too many.
We're not gonna go through all of them, but we'll give some of the ones that stuck around for a little bit at least.
Cobra
we were the
Kai
Sexpa Bombs.
Yeah, that's
Team Lightning Strike, Cobra Kai Dojo, Blood Brothers.
Yeah. So the Sexpa Bombs is what's the movie?
Scott
Pilgrim. I did my research earlier. I'm a big Step Brothers mark, so like I'd be like Boats and Hoes in my tag team name probably. I think it could come out. Oh, imagine coming out.
We were almost Boat at one time too.
Boat, just Boat.
Yeah, it was going to be an anagram for or not an anagram. What do they call that? Where you abbreviate stuff.
Yeah, just abbreviation.
It was an abbreviation for Besties of all time.
Oh right, yeah, no, but I would pay again like your former promoter that paid you to come out to a Savage Garden. I would pay you to come out and rap Boats and Hoes at the next OTT show.
I mean, Danny Literally, it was me in a gas station bathroom, and he offered more money, and I was like, all right, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
So.
And how did the actions come about? How long afterwards were the actions like incorporated into it? And who decided to be the choreographer for the whole?
It was
Probably
it was mainly Vega. Vega would come out because I didn't know how to. There was a lot that went into it because I was a baby face and Vega was a heel, and I was supposed to not like the music and stuff like that. And
I'm out there living it up.
Yeah, I looked over at him, and the only thing he was doing at the time was the sky fall down on me. He just kept doing that movement, and it popped me, and I thought it was funny, so I started doing it with him, and then we just started. I don't know. I think it just kind of organically came together because I don't think we ever had a conversation about we should do this, 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 and this. I think he was doing the sky, and then I was like, I'll do like all the movements. Maybe it was him. We can't really pinpoint who started doing it, but
I just know I started the movements.
Somebody was up on the post and peered over and saw the other one doing it.
Yeah.
And then we just decided that we'd both do it, like without talking about it out loud.
And you guys were, I don't know. I got the general consensus when I saw you guys on like the poster for the Basketball Arena show that you guys were coming in as the heels to face off against Davis and Osprey, but you guys just like turned it around like that after one match.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know the situation because at the end of the day, we usually just do us. And we kind of
no one told us to be heels or anything, so we just went out there and just
kind of did our thing.
Yeah, we just did us.
Yeah, because then because the moment that kind of like grabbed everyone in probably is when you blew out your knee, Vega, and then you ended up doing that Cesaro swing standing moonsault with the busted knee. How did the knee injury come about, and like were you like when you were finishing the match, did you feel like something was like very wrong, and did that kind of probably added to you guys getting over more because you just powered through it? And
so I was on the outside of the ring and I was bent over, and Osprey jumped and pulled Fitchett into a sunset flip powerbomb, and
I guess I think I went too fast. I let go too soon or something.
Something happened, and he was supposed to land on my back, and instead he went straight like full force into the side of my knee. And I've torn my MCLs in my knee a couple times.
Yeah, but a few.
It's not any fun, but like I was always able to like finish my matches and then get it diagnosed afterwards. But this one, like, it happened and I felt a pop and I was like, oh no, this one's bad. And I was laying there and people are checking on me. I'm like, just give me a minute. And I was able to straighten my leg out and it wasn't locking up, which is good. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try to stand up and put some weight on it. I was able to put some weight on it. It just felt like real loose in the joint. Like there was too much movement to the side to side. So I knew I tore something. I just didn't know what. And I was all right. I'm good to go. And I finished the match, and like I knew the giant swing. I was like, well, this is going to be something. And I mean, I pulled it off. I was able to pull the rest of the match off. So I ended up with a severely sprained MCL. They said it was a grade 2 sprain, which is a mini tear, but the rest of the tendon is sprained. So it took a little bit longer to rehab, but I'm 100% now.
But it was worth it in the end because
absolutely
you won about
15 days. So
you won all of Ireland over. I'd love to. I was telling Dan Barry last week, I'd love to see you guys against Team Tremendous in OTT, against Aussie Open, against the Angel Cruisers, against Club Tropicana. Just
like the rest of this in a singles tag.
Yeah, I'd love the rest of Team Tremendous just in a singles tag.
What are we doing? What's it called? A tornado, or what's it? When everyone comes in after the other? Gauntlet. Gauntlet match. Big hour-long gauntlet.
No thanks.
Yeah, hour? No, I don't think so.
No, you guys don't have to run the whole thing. Just get like
good.
10 of
All
the
right.
best items. Get you to come in at the end. Take the tag titles off Mustache Mountain.
There you go. We like that.
Yeah. Rory said the word in the chat said the word is acronym, by the way.
Acronym. Yeah, that's acronym.
There it is. Thank you, Rory.
Thank God there's some people in the chat. Because I was struggling earlier. So you WrestleMania weekend, it's been a while since, but like, can you just explain, like, because everyone probably understands that wrestler schedule is crazy, but can you like explain like your best moments from WrestleMania weekend, or like how that week plans out? Because it seems like a pretty hectic week when you look at the.
Yeah, it is. I think any of the downtime that we had, we probably had like the most fun, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of wrestling and stuff like that.
The whole week is super hectic. Especially like the past couple years have been okay. Like Dallas was super chill. Miami, or not Miami. Yeah, I think it was Miami was okay. And then like he went to New Orleans with me, and that one was pretty chill.
Yeah.
But we also like what we do is like we don't take like we'll take like maybe a booking a day, maybe two. Because we don't like to like overextend ourselves over the Mania weekend.
Yeah, it'd be nice to like make all, get all those matches, make all that money and stuff, but it's almost not worth it. Like especially in New York, it was so easy just losing money just to get into a car to just go, 15 minutes down the road that ends up being like an hour and a half.
Yeah, like the ride situation was terrible. Like you would spend an hour in a car to go literally like 12 miles up the road, which is
there's so many shows on, isn't there? Like all on top of each other, so you're not going to get any. There's going to be traffic everywhere.
It was ridiculous. Like if you looked at the schedule, it was like they start at like I don't know 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning, and they all butt up against each other, and it's like
sometimes some shows weren't ending till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
it was a lot of wrestling. It was I would definitely say it's oversaturated now. WrestleMania weekend.
There's definitely too many shows WrestleMania weekend, but I mean, it is what it is. Like people love it. People go and they love it. So
yeah, there's money to be made in people's eyes. Like, but I'm pretty sure I nearly alluded to it earlier. But the best friends, Chucky T and Beretta had that 7 out of 13 falls match at a penis party. I'd say that could be your guys' slot next year. How would you guys book a 7 out of 13 falls match?
7 out of 13.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure they're
think about it because it's gonna hurt my head.
I'm pretty sure theirs lasted a minute. I'm pretty sure they had like loads of roll-ups. I'm pretty sure they just rolled each other up for like 40 seconds and then.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Or you could go and take on Suzuki at Bloodsport.
Nope.
Nope. I'll do it.
I asked Dan his favorite road story last week, and he gave me one about Bill being drunk at Disney. So I'm
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have got some pretty funny road stories. So is there any ones in particular that you can share? I've seen the what's it called, the box.
Scare box, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Most of our good ones are on that YouTube channel.
Let
me think.
It was just a banana, Davey, wasn't it?
I mean, there was one. He wasn't there. I was still pretty young in the business. I was only like 3 or 4 years in. I was traveling with my trainer to a couple shows, and we stayed at a hotel, and it was real sketchy, like real like the movie Psycho, like
real eerie.
Yeah, like real eerie. So we end up going to sleep, passing out, and then waking up in the morning, and there's a pair of socks in between the bed that wasn't there the night before. Jesus. And he was like, "Hey, is that your pair of socks?" I was like, "No, I got mine on. What about you?" He's like, "No, those aren't mine. Just a pair of socks in between the beds." And we never found out, never knew who did it. We don't know where the socks came from. So that's more like the.
That's creepy.
That's creepy. Yeah, I know. It's not even funny. I know. I get it. It's creepy, but yeah, we left that hotel pretty quickly. So.
Yeah. You, as I said, you guys are Fight Club Pro. You guys are obviously over in here in OTT. How do you guys plan? Like, I know Dan was telling me last week, you guys like spend like a week or two in England and then go back to America. What's like a month in the world of you guys at the moment when you are having to travel between England, Ireland, and America, obviously going around the country?
Usually for when we go overseas, we usually leave on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we're usually in the UK for like 5 days.
5 days or so.
Like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We were there for a month the first time that we went over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just.
It's hectic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Like usually, it's kind of smooth because we get on a plane, and then the downtime is like 8 or 9 hours on the plane, and then like we'll kind of get some sleep, but we'll also try to stay up too, just so we can get used to the time change, and then we usually hang out for a day or two, wrestle, and then usually as soon as we get to the first match, it's usually just show, go home.
Yeah. Usually the trying to stay acclimated with the time change is our worst enemy.
Yeah, you just have to like get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, don't you, to kind of like get your body.
Yeah, we usually, like I said, I think you guys are like 6 or 7 hours ahead of us. So like when we're flying, you guys are sleeping, and then when we get in, it's supposed to be like we're supposed to be sleeping, but it's your guys' morning.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rough. Like jet lag's a real thing. Like it got us the last time we went there.
It's a lot easier coming home though.
A lot easier coming
once we get home, we're like right back on time schedule, and it's easier to go to sleep.
Yeah, and you guys said you had that radio interview today with about St. Louis Wrestling. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and what you guys were doing? Because these are like, obviously, as I said, you're one of the best independent tag. You're the best independent tag team in the world because of your schedule, and you are kind of getting recognized for it in your hometown, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the local news wanted to do. We have a big show coming up for St. Louis Anarchy on July 19th. We're working the Anthony Henry and JD Drake, the Workhorsemen, and they wanted to do a little special like newscast on the St. Louis Anarchy show coming up. So
yeah, it's a little extra like promotion, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we just kind of rolled around the ring, did small interviews, stuff like that.
Yeah, because JD got introduced to the ring by Paul Heyman the other night, so that was pretty cool.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, the unified Evolve and WWN title. So that was apparently it was a great show. Even people make whatever they want with going against something with gun violence involved. But like I heard there was some Gulak and Riddle. I mean, I want to see that match pretty soon. Sounds like.
Oh yeah, I heard that match killed.
Yeah, and then I heard Cole and Gargano kind of continue their story in the main event. But
oh nice.
Yeah, so So Vega, you had a story there. Matt, have you thought of any ones in particular? Any more pranks on Davey that we haven't seen? Because I remember a line that you said that Davey always said that he's the butt of the joke. So there must be a few.
I think a lot of them hit the cutting room floor.
There's definitely some that do get away. A lot of the ribs are usually they're better on footage, and they're more of like you had to be there kind of jokes.
So I'll stick the YouTube in the description, and you guys can.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of. I'll brainstorm and think of one, at least some kind of story.
Yeah. What's your guys' like dream match? Even a single. I remember I heard this earlier. I heard your singles dream matches. But I want to hear like your tag team dream match. I know you guys are Bret Hart and Stone Cold fans, so
yeah.
I heard those single matches. But as a tag team, what would you guys put on?
I think
you pretty much.
I don't know. I think we're on the same page here when I say that I think Motor City Machine Guns are probably our number one, like our big.
Yeah.
And like now that Shelly's back in wrestling, like.
I have actually a laundry list.
Oh yeah, teams. I'm sure. Like we want to work the Dudleys. Like we've always wanted to do that.
Revival. I would put Revival on there.
Even though they try to steal our name, we'd like to work them.
Yeah, we know we'd have a good match with them, so why not?
Yeah.
Alex Shelley's return was pretty cool. Was it NW Ring of Honor or was it NWA?
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah. So hopefully he gets the ring rust off, and you guys can throw down, because I'm pretty sure Chris Sabin is still as good as ever.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like I think he's on the shelf, but he's supposed to be coming back soon. So
Yeah.
if they start working as a tag team again, like that's our number one for sure.
Yeah, you guys have worked LAX as well, and like some of the tag team scene is just booming right now, and I honestly, if I know you guys love independent wrestling, but AEW would be fools not to have you guys on the radar, because you guys going into that tag team tournament, win that title on AEW TV, that wouldn't be too bad either, would it?
Hell
No,
yeah.
it would be.
I mean, yeah, like I don't know, like we get feelers every once in a while from like different places, but it's like it's through other people, and like we don't know how legit it is, but like I don't know, we're having fun doing what we're doing, and like we're making good money doing what we're doing, and if
We don't want to lose you,
people, yeah, I mean,
We're
if people want to sign us, then awesome.
Yeah. We're just going with the flow, man.
Yeah.
Like we're just having fun, and like I mean, it's not like that we're not trying to do anything, but you know, we're not definitely not asking for any favors or anything like that.
We're not like on our hands and knees like please sign us.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if it happens, it happens. Like we want it to happen, but if it doesn't, like we're making a pretty good name for ourselves doing what we're doing. So
Yeah, and just like personally for us and stuff, like we have like so many memories and stories now, like that we'll have for the rest of our lives, and I think that means a whole lot. That at least means a whole lot to me.
absolutely.
And
Yeah. And you're good people as well. So that's important, because you guys, I want to see you guys in an OTT ring again, because first of all, I need to buy some merch, and second of all, I want to see more I want to get some Besties dream matches going as well.
yeah, hell yeah, man.
And what was I going to say? What did I have? The joys of a live podcast. You can't cover up. I used to edit these on memos, and then in the second episode, I don't think Kieran's going to be happy with me saying this. He's in America right now. He went to Raw last week. I said a naughty word when I was, you probably listened to the Jericho podcast a few times.
Yeah.
I decided to try and like be like an ad kind of guy and do an ad for
That's the worst part about his show.
It's like, oh my god, it's so bad. That kid, I was watching the one with SCU. Everything is kitty litter, and then Omaha Steaks, and just an ice cream van. An ice cream van drove by in the background, and I was like, he's sponsoring the video. Use this code. And first of all, I used a bad word, and Kieran wasn't happy with that, so he was like, edit that out. So it was like 5 hours editing and trying to get I got like Will Ferrell saying shut the fuck up into it, because I'm terrible at editing. And then I gave away my password for everything I own, like my bank, my phone. So I had to bleep that out as well. So the joys of a live podcast. As I said, thanks a million, guys, for coming on. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else? Do you have any plans to come back to OTT in the future? Have you got? Obviously, you can't really. You obviously want to leave that announcement to OTT, but there's a few big shows coming up. The 5th anniversary show. Hopefully, you guys are in town for that.
I mean, we could probably say that.
We'll see you guys soon.
Definitely see us again.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna see us soon.
Yeah.
Like, we're still confirming some stuff, but we're definitely gonna be back soon for sure.
Yeah, we can't give out too much detail, but we're definitely coming back.
Coming back soon. I'm gonna see what's in the chat, because that's what happens when you need to save. Are you guys? Where are you? Are you guys home now? Are you guys? What are you guys at? Did you guys go home from the interview, or are you guys still in the studio?
Yeah, we're in St. Louis. We actually we're at the venue for St. Louis Anarchy. They had us come out here to do the newscast interview. So we're at the venue for St. Louis Anarchy on Friday, and then but we're in the area. We're at home. So
yeah, no, because I texted you a few days ago, and I was telling the guys at the end of the last interview that you guys did this on quite short notice, and I just thanks for the flexibility, because it was quite cool to get because a lot of people aren't able to reach out. You're not able to reach out to many wrestlers, but you and Dan last week as well. I just all the respect in the world to you guys for helping us.
No problem.
Because we're only
thank you. I mean, I know like running the Twitter account and like my some of our responses are a little few and far between, but we appreciate you working with us on it.
Yeah.
No, you guys are like, to be able to like have conversations with people that I consider like some of the best wrestlers in the world is pretty cool. So before we leave, as Matt thought of a story to end on, because Dan ended on Bill going from one of the parks in Disney. I don't remember the one he said, but he went from bar to bar drinking 2 beers while Dan was still sober, and then woke Dan up in the middle of the night, hanging over his bed naked, saying we need to get up. So he's
You know what? This is a short one, but we told this one last night, or I did at least. It was years ago. I was still green. I was still new in the business, and I thought it'd be a good idea. We were stopped at a gas station.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it'd be a good idea. Vega was inside doing something inside the gas station. I was in the back seat of the car, so I thought it'd be a good idea to take a McDonald's cup and then get butt naked, and then just put the cup over my junk, and then just sit there and let Vega get back in the car. And he did, and he was not pleased with it at all.
Like as I was getting in, because I was changing shifts basically, because I drove for a couple hours and I was changing shifts and I was gonna sleep for a little bit.
Yeah, no, I was in the front seat.
Yeah.
I was just sitting in the front seat, just with a cup over my my twig and berries.
So then I get in, I open the door, I sit down, and he's completely naked in the front seat, and I go, "What the fuck, dude?" Like just butt naked, cup over his.
He refused. He refused to drive the car until I put clothes on.
Yeah.
So I had to get dressed before he would move the car.
So a lot of your story, we got Savage Garden from gas station. We got Naked Fitchett from gas station.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems like they're the spots in America if you're looking for entertainment.
Yeah, well, like we usually stop at the same gas stations. Like in our travels, like we come across quite a few gas stations, and like we're like, all right, let's mark this exit down as one of our favorite exits to stop at, or whatever. So we have.
And then it's just like being on the road all the time. You get bored real easily, so you come up with really dumb stuff just to make yourself laugh or piss somebody off, so you can laugh at their expense. And I mean, it's just a revolving door of the same shit over and over and over again, really.
Yeah.
A couple of dudes being children on the road.
Oh, I got another one. I guess it's short.
Being besties, that's what it's about.
You get on a plane. Every time, it never fails. Vega's always the middle seat on a plane.
Yeah, every time.
Every time, and he gets pissed every time.
No arm room.
No arm room, and I just want to lean my head at the window. That's all I want to do.
I'm always in either an aisle seat or I'm on the window seat. I'm never in the middle. And we were actually I think we were coming home from England. So it's an 8-hour flight. Vega's got the middle seat. We weren't even sitting by each other for whatever reason. They separated us. So he's like he's like further up than I am. So I'm further back. I'm closer to the toilets. And he looked at his ticket. He had the middle seat. He asked me where I was sitting, and I had the middle seat. I was like, "Why? If it makes you feel any better, I finally got a middle seat." And he was a little happy over that. So we're getting ready to leave. I'm crammed where I am, and then there's like 3 rows, and the middle row usually has about 4 seats across. So I'm sitting there in the middle, and just crammed. And they close the door, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna get ready to take off, this, that, or whatever." I look at the guy next to me and I go, "Hey, there was nobody sitting in this row in this middle in the middle section." So I just told the guy next to me, I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and get up and sit over there. That way, like, you guys have more arm room, and then I got this entire row." And the guy was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I went over, sat down, got an aisle seat. I was all sprawled out. I was real comfortable. Vega gets up to go to the bathroom, makes eye contact with me, gets real pissed off because I was no longer in the middle seat. He just shakes his head, goes to the bathroom, goes back, sits down, and just is miserable for 8 hours after that.
Yeah, that's just taking the piss out of each other. That's what everyone does.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
You've got. I'm assuming with your travel schedule, you've got to do something to fucking. Keep your lives interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't want to keep you guys too long, and I it's 10 o'clock here, and I need to watch Friends. I've committed to watching Friends from season 1 all the way through.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm on season 6 now. We're living through the story. Hopefully we can have you guys on again and do something else. Do a few videos again, because you got whenever you guys are in your downtime, because I see you're drinking a Monster there, trying to stay together after a long day. And
yeah.
I just want to thanks very much for because this almost didn't happen, but you guys made time for it, so I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you guys again soon. So
absolutely, anytime, man.
Yeah.
That's been Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett, the besties in the world. Their links are down in the description. I'll get your merch links as well, and we'll stick them on SoundCloud as well.
Okay,
So
awesome.
so like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Well, I'm going on holiday, so Kieran will see you next week.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys soon. Thanks very much.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you.